If you've been feeling stuck lately, like you can't start, no matter how much you try, then this video is for you. You aren't lazy, you aren't broken, and you're definitely not alone. Being stuck doesn't always feel dramatic. Sometimes it's just a quiet kind of nothing. You sit down to start, and you don't. You stare at the screen, scroll for hours, make tea, sit back down, nothing changes. You're not resisting the task, you're resisting how it feels to try. Psychologists call this the motivational drop, and it has nothing to do with willpower. Motivation is regulated by the brain's reward system, especially dopamine. I feel like we've all heard of dopamine, but what is it? Dopamine is crucial for reward processing, motivation, emotional regulation, and motor control. It helps explain why we pursue certain actions and how we feel pleasure and satisfaction, and is usually released in rewarding experiences, like eating, social interaction, or achieving goals, reinforcing behaviors and making us want to repeat them. It doesn't just spike after we finish something, it spikes when we expect something to be meaningful or rewarding. So if your brain can't predict a reward, it won't push you to act. Self-determination theory tells us we need 3 things to stay motivated. 1. Autonomy. I get to choose. 2. Competence. I feel capable. And 3. Relatedness. I feel supported. Even if one of these is missing, motivation begins to fade. The Yerkes Dodson law explains how arousal affects performance. Too little stimulation and you feel numb. Too much and you freeze. We need that sweet spot. Not too easy, not too intense. Just enough for our brain to perform well. This sweet spot is also where we find something called flow. Psychologist Csikszentmihalyi, I just need you to know it took me so long to try and say this guy's name.
Csikszentmihalyi.
Back to the voiceover. Describes flow as a state of deep focus where your skills perfectly match the challenge you're facing. It's when you lose track of time and you're fully immersed. It feels effortless and energizing. We feel stuck when there's a mismatch. The task feels too big or we don't believe we can handle it. But if we can adjust the challenge just enough or build our confidence slowly, flow becomes possible. A great example of this would be learning to play an instrument. For example, I started to learn to play the guitar about a year ago, and I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm not the best, but I can now confidently pick it up and play it. At first it was so difficult and I would find it so frustrating, but every time I'd get something right, I'd continue to do so. It was the perfect amount of challenge, but also reward. Bear in mind, I'd never ever picked up an instrument ever before, so this was definitely a challenge. When you're stuck, it's not a discipline issue. It's a signal, and your brain is trying to protect you. It protects you from failure, from judgment, from feeling overwhelmed. It says, let's just not start. It's energy conservation, not weakness. So how do we start moving again? Gently. Not with pressure, but with presence. Psychologists recommend a technique called implementation intentions. That means making a tiny plan. For example, if I sit at my desk, then I'll open my laptop. It's just automatic. Your brain goes, well, I've got nothing else to do, no distractions, and I've already sat down. I might as well start. You can also try a 5-minute timer. Not to finish it, but actually just to start the thing. Really, really small steps will help to motivate you to do things. That's enough to help reactivate the dopamine loop. So you don't need to fix yourself to find motivation again. You just need to understand what your brain's asking for. So next time you feel stuck, ask, am I missing choice, support, or belief in myself? Start small, be kind, and that's where it all begins. Everything that I've included in the video today will be referenced down below. If you have any questions, please comment them and I will try my very best to answer them. And remember, I'm not an expert in any way, just a student absolutely passionate about psychology. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more. Bye!